Hey, this is Jam Solo here, and I wanted to make a video about something I think is important. So some of you know that I'm a musician, I'm a DJ, I'm a music producer, and I'm a writer, and a lot of these things I could do all by myself, and it's really great. But there comes a point, even just to the simple point of booking a gig or, dealing with a club, or working with other musicians or writers, artists. You're working with other people. And before, I used to have this kind of notion that anybody who I was musically involved with or could be musically involved with was a buddy or friend. And now I view it a bit differently. It's not exactly that, I can't be friendly with people that I work with. Actually, I try to be as friendly as I can all the time. But at the end of the day, I wasted a lot of time in my life on colleagues which I treated like friends, and I'm sure they thought they treated me like friends too, but at the end of the day, the relationship wasn't it wasn't that beneficial for me, and maybe it was more, and sometimes that is life, and it's all right. But I've tried to categorize people now into 3 different groups. All right, so here it goes. I have group number 1. That group is the people that I have worked with before, and somewhat or somehow they have disappointed me, or we are in a different place right now in our priorities. And this group I'm not considering for musical projects at the moment. And then there's group number 2, and this is the group that I have disappointed in the past, or people that never rated me to begin with, or people that I don't know yet. And this group, there's not much I could do to convince them. When you're talking like, I can't really call them all the time and say, hey, I'm the best. Hey, use me in your band. Hire me for your gigs. Yes, I could always remind them I'm here, and there's no shame in that. I will keep doing that. As I said, again, there's no shame. I have a family to support, so if you think I'm a pain in the ass, tough luck. If you're booking, if you're the guy or girl who books DJs at a club, and I'm on your case, and you don't give me a straight answer or something, I will keep on until you give me a straight answer to the reason why you're not hiring me. And I have absolutely no shame in that. And I think that comes down to you not being really a personal connection to me anymore. It feels weird to say it like that, but it's to really kind of be precise. It's not really that we can't be friends or whatever. It's just that I don't really care that much about how you rate me as a person. I'm a professional. I do my thing. And if that thing is suitable for your club, you should either see that and say, yes, let's try and do a gig. Or if it doesn't suit your club or your clientele or your band or whatever, you should tell me straight up, listen, it doesn't work because this and that. But when you don't give me a response, I will just keep pushing. I don't care. And then there's group number 3, which is my favorite group right now. And this is all the new people that I'm meeting, and all the new people that have heard me play, that have heard me produce, that are interested in what I'm doing, and that are, you know, excited and getting in touch with me. And this group is the fastest growing, I'm happy to say. It's also a group that you know, they as I said already, they respect what I do, so they tend to take everything we do a little bit more seriously. And then there is group number 4. There's actually a 4th group, and I think actually group number 4 is my all-time favorite group, because those are the people that were always there, who were always supportive, even though if I failed them in the past, they just say, you know, jam solo, he is talented, let's give it another go. Maybe he learned his lesson. And those guys, I think those guys are really, it's a blessing to have them, because this job is so tough anyways. So, and the last couple of years have been really tough, because I had to kind of exclude myself out of group number 1, and yeah, it's been lonely, honestly, and I think group number 4 is actually those people who are not your colleagues. Those are your friends. Those are your real friends. And yeah, that's actually what I wanted to tell you in this video. That was the message. Group number 4. Those are the most important. See ya. Oi. I realized I have to make a short epilogue to the video. Now, when I was categorizing people in groups, I think a very, very important thing to realize is that those groups are not static. You know, all human beings are like water flowing through a river. I stole that from some Chinese wise man. So it's like water flowing through a river. It's constantly changing, and even the river's path will sometimes change, depending on what's in the river's path, you know. So yeah, the shape of the river can change, and so that means that, you know, some of these people that are in group number 1 might end up in group number 2 or group number 3. Actually, I'm thinking about somebody now. I'm not going to mention names, but he was clearly he was like in group sub 1. He was like somebody who I just like, nah, this guy will never be on that level where I could hire him for anything. And lo and behold, this guy is now working with the top players in Norway right now. And I haven't had the chance to sit down with him and have a coffee or and just you know, pick his brains. What was the process he went through? You know, because it must have been a real struggle, because he knew that other people were saying that about him. And yeah, I know that there are some people in my group number 2, the group where I want to be. I know there's a lot of people there who will say stuff about me. Yeah, jam solo, or maybe they use my real name, and they say, yeah, he never shows up on time, and he's always high, or he's unprepared, or he's not good enough on his instrument. And these are all things that were true. But this is the point. They were true. They were through, past tense. And yeah, it feels great to be on the right path. See ya.